here at the Calder Plaza, where Ferris State and Davenport have announced the creation of the Calder City Classic, and with Athletic Director Steve Brockelbank. And Steve, a great announcement made today by the two universities.
Yeah, it was fun, and what a nice day, and what a great backdrop doing it right here at the Calder. And this has been something that we have been working on for well over a year and a half in conjunction with the Grand Rapids Sports Hall of Fame and Mark Kimball. And so, it's glad to finally, after a year and a half worth of work, that we're finally here announcing it and made it across the finish line.
Of course, I know the two football programs, there's a lot of close connections. You've got Sparky McEwen, of course, a former Bulldog, a former assistant coach, and Coach Anise, obviously, he worked for him. Maybe just talk about those connections between the two universities.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of connections between the universities. You mentioned Coach McEwen, but, even Coach Anise, right? Coach Anise coached football downtown right here at Grand Rapids Community College. We've got a lot of players from the Grand Rapids area, as does Davenport. We have a lot of fans, a lot of alumni in the Grand Rapids area, as does Davenport. So I just think there's a lot of connections and similarities in some ways between the two institutions. So having and the other one is just that we have two highly competitive football programs, and that's a credit to both Coach McEwen and Coach Anise, right? So they positioned their programs so that it made sense to create this branded series, and a lot of similarities.
Maybe talk about that with the two schools, and obviously really kind of showcases Division II football here in West Michigan.
Yeah, it does. West Michigan's fortunate. We have a lot of really high-quality Division II football programs, and when you think about West Michigan and the Grand Rapids area, I mean, Ferris and Davenport are always in the top of the conversation when it comes to the Division II playoffs. We were last year. I suspect both programs are off to strong starts. I suspect that when we get to Week 11, that both programs will be in that playoff conversation once again as we head into the Division II playoffs.
Of course, this year in Big Rapids, next year in Caledonia, the third side to be determined, but maybe just talk about what this means in terms of generating some support for the Bulldogs here in the Grand Rapids area.
Yeah, I think it's important, right? I mean, we do a lot of educating the students here in Grand Rapids, right? So I think for us it's important to come down here and have more of just an academic influence, but also say, hey, have an athletic influence down in the Grand Rapids area. And so this game is going to give us that opportunity to go showcase our student athletes in the Grand Rapids area. And we have a number of alums, so I think we'll have a fantastic turnout and support once we determine where that third site is going to be and we play that football game. But just another touch point, I think, for Ferris State University in Grand Rapids, outside of all the academic work, the internships, the different things that we do down here, now to bring an athletic component down to Grand Rapids just makes a lot of sense.
Finally here, maybe just talk about the working relationship to make this happen from both institutions.
Yeah, a lot. I alluded to it in the press conference. A lot of emails, a lot of meetings with the Grand Rapids Sports Hall of Fame. Just a lot of time, a lot of work between your departments, communication departments, marketing departments. So it takes a lot. It's not as simple as just, hey, let's announce a football game and see what happens. So it has taken a lot of work, and I suspect it will continue to take some work as we sort through and work, where's that neutral site going to be. So it's been a labor of love, I get for a lot of people.
Steve, thanks for the time, and congrats on the announcement here today.
Yeah, thank you, Rob.